How's it going? Oh man, I am freshly awake. So forgive me if it shows. Hi everybody. How's it going? Welcome. It's Sunday again. So we're doing another Sunday sketchbook stream. And as usual, I am a little bit indetermined about what exactly I'm going to be getting up to today. Obviously, there are a couple ideas. I know last night I mentioned that the safe option would be to do more emotes today. Because, it's easy to kind of like relate it to Twitch, and it's sort of just like a very kind of structured thing I can do where I like, okay, there's emotes, I'm redoing them. Let me go through all the ones I haven't done and do a new one, right? But I don't know. I mean, I don't really, to be honest, it's not the vibe today, I don't think. And in general, I think art today is not the vibe for me, but I'm gonna do it anyway because I missed last week. And, I can definitely tell this is really the sort of era of these art streams where I need to keep, like, pushing through it and, like, make this a habit and make this, like, something that I can, like, rely on, because that's the point, right? It started as an experiment, but now I've been doing it long enough to where I'm like, I want to keep this going. I want to keep improving. And so in order to do that, I gotta make it consistent. So, today might be a little bit more of a freestyle one, as I feel like most of them have been, honestly. I feel like, I'm giving myself too much credit, I think, by saying, okay, guys, this one is gonna be a freestyle one. No, I honestly, most of these streams have just been me going live and being like, oh, what the fuck do I do? It's hard to go through the week, have like a million different things I gotta do, and then get to the end of it and think, fuck, I didn't prepare something to practice, like for the art stream. Like it's the one thing I keep consistently messing up on. I need to work out like some kind of system or something, I think, because it's like, it's tough. It's definitely tough. This is all still relatively new for me. Started in, when did these start? February? January? I don't know. I started early enough in the year. And it's only April. So I'm being patient with myself. It's not like there's a deadline here. This is just something I wanted to do to improve. But one thing I have been sort of thinking about in recent weeks is really the idea that, like, I am approaching the point where I need to, like, start making something, right? Art-wise. Like, I need a project, I think. I need something that I can, like, really work on. And I've talked about prodigals before, and I want to do prodigals really badly. Yeah, like a comic, essentially. That's really the kind of main thing I'm thinking I want to experiment with is making, like, a comic. I need something that I can, like, work on, and that can sort of, like, help funnel and focus my improvement a little bit. And also, I'm just so bored of not making stuff. I'm bored of not telling stories. I'm bored of just playing video games on the internet and, doing voice acting and that being kind of like the only thing that people know me for, right? Like, I'm bored of it. I need to try storytelling. It's always been a part of me. It's always been a part of my soul for as long as I can remember. And I want people to see that. I want people to see that part of me and see that part of me, like, grow and improve. So, that's been something I'm feeling recently. And The thing about it is that, like I said, I really want to do Prodigals. But the problem there is that I feel like Prodigals started getting too ambitious, which is something that happens with like all of my story ideas. It's like I come up with a story idea and then I'm like, oh, well, what if this happened in it? What if this happened in it? And it's like, you know, I brainstorm for like months on end about a single idea, and then it gets too big because I want to make like big stuff, you know? I want to make like grand scale stories. Obviously, I think like my sort of key like ideal genre is like fantasy and that kind of stuff, and I feel like I want to write these like grand like world sweeping stories, right? But like I haven't even fucking made like a small scale comic in years, you know? Like I don't have the like skill infrastructure, I think, to support a big story and actually do it justice. So I want to start small. I want to start working on projects that like will, you know, last me a few months, maybe a year, and get that out and work out stuff that I need to improve, but still be making stuff, because I can't keep sitting in this state where it's like, well, I don't have what I need to have in order to do the bigger stories yet, so I'm just gonna wait until I do. Because that's not how it works, right? If I wait until I have the skill to write my bigger ideas, I'm never gonna have the skill to write my bigger ideas. I have to be working in the background on anything. If it's a bigger idea, smaller idea, whatever, I have to be working on something to improve. Because that's just how it works. That's just how it works. So, anyway, all this to say, I have been trying to kind of come up with like a smaller idea that I can do. Just something that is a little bit more like focused and will hopefully not have as much temptation to like go really, really big, because I have 2 ideas that legitimately could span like entire series worth of stories. That's Prodigals, and that's this other idea that for the longest time has gone by the Rose family, that was based off of like some old like group chats and group RPs that I did with some old friends. That has literally been rattling around in my mind for like years now. I think coming up on like a decade at least, I want to say. And maybe a little under a decade actually, but it's been rattling around in there and it's changed form like a million different times. I don't even, like, I wouldn't probably call it the Rose family anymore because it's changed too much from that original kind of thing. But like I have like these 2 big stories. Prodigals is definitely smaller than the other one. Prodigals is definitely one that I could do sooner because it's not as like sentimental to me, and it's also like, it's smaller. It is still threatening to get too big. Maybe that's something I could rein in, because I do want to make it. I do want to make it like soon, as soon as I can. Because I do really like the Prodigals idea. But yeah, I don't know. A really set deadline could help with the scale of a project. Harder for it to become bigger and bigger if it has to be done by a certain time. That's true. But also, I do have to take into account the fact that this is not at the moment stuff that's actually like putting food on the table. Like this is technically a hobby for me. It's an aspiring like career, like aspect of my career. I would like to grow into more of a career like storyteller and someone who writes and conceptualizes and does that kind of stuff and like creates for a living, outside of like YouTube videos. But like at the moment, YouTube and stuff, like my personality driven creation is putting food on the table, and I need to make sure that I'm at the very least like giving myself room to work on this stuff in the background while I'm still like supporting myself, right? And that's hard because then it's like, you know, then I maybe I can't maybe put the time into it that it would require to become like a facet of my career. But I feel like that's a little bit too doom and gloom. Anything can happen. Especially with how interconnected online is nowadays. People get picked up for tons of different kinds of stuff all the time, from the strangest of places. So it's like, you know, it'll happen, and it can happen. It's just a matter of doing it. So anyway, all that to say, that's been really on my mind recently. That's been kind of weighing on my mind, and so I'm working towards like coming up with smaller ideas. So I'm like, hell yeah. Did someone just come in here and say, I have no idea who you are, but... Like, bro, you're not gonna know who I am if you believe in me. That's not how it works, my guy, my brother in Christ. That's so silly. Okay. Like that's, I mean, you do you, that's fine. Anyway. I know, like you came in here, my guy. That's so fucking funny. I'm like, made my day. It's like that. What is that one like Justice League bit? What is that one Justice League bit where it's like, I think it's like Lex Luthor like takes over like the Flash's body or something, and he's like, finally I get to know like who the Flash's secret identity is, and he takes his mask off and he goes, I have no idea who this is. The fucking funniest thing in the world. Oh man, yo, I got Joy into Young Justice. I think I've mentioned before on stream that I've been watching Young Justice. My friend Bryce and I have been watching it every Thursday, sometimes on Sunday if we miss Thursday. And oh, it's so good. We just finished season 2, and I love it. I'm in love with it. And I started re-watching it on my own time in between sessions of watching season 2. And I got Joy to watch with me, and she loves it. And it's made me very happy because now we're watching it together. And we just got to season 2, and it's so good. It's so fucking good. It's amazing. I like it so much, I drew fan art the other day. I don't know if you saw. Let me pull it up. But I drew some Megan fan art. Hello, Megan. Woo. Yeah, so it's pretty good. You know, like that's like oh my god, my train of thought completely left. It's out of here. It left the station. What was I saying? Oh, I was gonna say, like, you know, I'm like, I think I've said it before. You know, I'm like really into something when I actually get to the point where I draw fan art of it. Like it happened with Persona 5, and that Persona 5 fan art is actually like kind of one of the biggest catalysts in terms of like getting me back into drawing this year. Like that Persona 5 art I did was actually like really special to me because it was like that was a big threshold. That was like the most finished rendered piece of art I had made in years. And it was the first time I had drawn something in a long time that wasn't like kind of idealistically drawing for my like comic ideas, and it also wasn't like drawing like thumbnail art for YouTube. Like, it was just something I did because I liked a thing. And I drew fan art of it. And now that is the first time that has happened in a very long time. Anyway, so okay, I have to get started here. Like, I'm spending way too much time in the prelude. I have to get started here. So what I was thinking of doing today is, in the interest of finding a smaller story to tell in the near future, I am gonna maybe further conceptualize some characters here. And I've not worked on this at all. I know before I came up with a new design for that bird girl, bunny girl idea. I haven't redone bunny girl yet. I kind of need to do that, but I don't feel like doing her today. Instead, I wanted to kind of play around with this idea, and I tweeted about this. I had a dream. Midway through March, I woke up one morning and I was like, what the hell? I had a dream that basically gave me like an entire cast of characters to work with. Like an entire cast of main characters, and it gave me like the basic threshold, or the basic foundation of like a story, or at least like a setting for a story. It was crazy. It was like one of the most like disconnected from myself and my life dreams I have had in a very long time. It was literally like I was not in it. Like, I was not a part of it, which is weird. Like, this doesn't happen very often to me currently. So this was a strange one. But it was essentially, it was like an RPG party, essentially. It was like a group of characters that you'd find in like an RPG. And the setting was like this labyrinth castle. Like, it was a castle that kept like changing. And I mean, of course it kept changing because it was a dream, but I feel like that kind of works with the concept. It was like a castle that kept like shifting and changing, and it was basically, there's a protag, there's the party members alongside the protag, like the secondary characters, and then the sort of MacGuffin of the whole thing was that like the protag's like friend was kidnapped and like in this castle. And of course, like, all of this stuff is pretty like bog standard. I'm not pretending that any of this is particularly unique, but I figure, I'm like, you know what? I was like, hey, cool dream though. Like, I'll take it. And I remembered when I woke up, and I immediately wrote down like the makeup of the party that I remembered. It was like a protag. There were two characters. It was like, one was like kind of like a fighter type character, and then the other one was kind of like a weird like angel type character, like they had wings. And those two characters were like love interests. Not to the protag, but to each other. And then there was like this sort of like stoic, like paladin kind of guy who like lived in like a sky fortress or something, and had been like observing the party and observing the protagonist. And after like a long time of just kind of observing them, he was like kind of like impressed with their like prowess enough to like finally like join them or whatever. And then there was a friend who was in the castle, in the labyrinth, and who they were trying to rescue, and that was it. So I was like, you know what? Oh, you know what? There was like other shit going on. I wrote down like these weird fucking ideas that happened in the dream. So like, there was like, yeah, so then outside the party, there's like some kind of demon character who like kind of rules over the castle, because, you know, there's got to be like an antagonist, so, you know, some kind of weird like darkness like demon character. That's pretty standard, but you know, there is like a ruler of the labyrinth, I guess. And I also wrote down, and this is true, this was a weird thing, while while they were fighting at times in this dream, they would summon like attacks and like buffs by opening like little like gotcha containers. Like, you know, like how like those little plastic like gotcha orbs that like hold like little trinkets and stuff? They would like crack those open and like shit would happen. It was weird. And then I remember there was like a weird kind of like Paper Mario thing going on where there was like an audience involved at what it was like. Again, this is where it starts to get really like dreamlike and kind of hard to establish through conversation. I don't know how I knew this, but there was like some kind of like audience involved. And they could like redraw their bonuses or their boons or buffs or whatever by like tossing their existing orbs to the audience, and they would like give back another one at random, I assume. It was fucking weird. And now, and you know, once I start writing that down, it's like, oh, this kind of sounds more like a video game than it does like a comic. But I don't know. I could have, at the very least, what I wanted to do was play around with like kind of the concept of these characters, and maybe just get like some basic like like silhouettes at least of like what they kind of look like. Yeah, it was crazy. So I don't know. I'm gonna just like calling upon favor of the gods, aka the audience. I was kind of thinking that. Like I was thinking like what if it's like a weird kind of like like a Greek chorus kind of thing. There's some kind of like observing party, and they can trade out boons with this observing party, which now that I'm thinking about it also sounds kind of like Hades. So maybe we could adapt some of that kind of style in there. That does sound very Hades now that I think it was weird. It was a weird thing. I had not played Hades recently or something. Also, hi Joy, how's it going? How's it going? Let me start playing some music. I was a sleepy salad today. Me too. I just woke up like 45 minutes ago. That's not true. I woke up like an hour ago, I think. Okay, let me, hello. Wah! Here's the stuff. Okay, so let me, oh, also I did note in writing down this dream that in the dream itself, I was also envisioning these characters in like a Dragon Quest style. For some reason. I don't know how much I'm gonna hold myself to that, but we could, you know, we could take it into account a little bit. Wait, this is an actual stream? Okay, I can type, so it is. What do you mean? Yeah, it's... Man, we're getting some weird chat messages today. Not to call you out. We had a really funny one earlier. Yours is not that weird in and of itself, but it's the double whammy that gets me. The stream is pre-recorded, yeah. To those watching on YouTube, it is. Sort of a Schrodinger's pre-recorded stream. Okay. Let me just, okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and start here. So obviously we need a protagonist. We need like a sort of a head of the party. I'm not thinking we go sword and shield or that kind of stuff. I want to do something a little, okay. Let's think. So we have someone, okay? At the head of the party, we have someone. And this someone in battle has to be able to contact and trade with a sort of outside observing audience. Where they lie in the overall story, I don't know. Maybe they are like a pantheon of gods who are watching over this character's adventures, but they need to be able to trade little like random orbs that contain different buffs and abilities and attacks and spells and stuff. So if this person is using these things very heavily, like this is kind of like a big thing they got going on, maybe it couldn't be, maybe it could be sort of in the background until like maybe like it's sort of a special, you know, it's not really something they do often as much as they do it like when push comes to shove. Because maybe there's like some sort of like what if there's like a real like cost to doing this kind of thing? I mean, aside from just like losing this shit and maybe having the chance of getting like a shitty like random drop, what if there's like some kind of like mortal cost to doing this? I don't know. That's something we can talk about later. Yeah, pay to win. True. But I'm trying to figure out what kind of like, because right now I need to determine weapon type, I think. Because that I think is going to inform like the rest of this design. You got a character that needs to explore an ever-changing labyrinth. Maybe they call upon the cards. I was thinking cards, but also I have a sort of an ulterior motive for not including a character that uses cards, because one of the most important stories I have in my head that I desperately want to make someday involves a character that there's like a card-based magic system that she uses. And I don't want to do cards twice. Huh. I mean, if we're if I want to think like simple stuff, we could do like a spear. Don't know how much that really works. What if, oh man, what if we did like, what if we did like epic Mickey style and they had like a paintbrush and the orbs were full of different kinds of like magic paint that they soak the paintbrush in, and alongside this is how they navigate through this ever-changing labyrinth. The reason why they are able to find their way through this impenetrable labyrinth in the first place is because they are a magic painter, and they sort of make their own way through it. Epic Mickey style, they paint away, they thin away walls and paint paths where there weren't any before. What if this group of people is called the Gallery? Wait, we might be onto something here. Okay. Let's, hey. No holds barred. Let's chase this idea a little bit. Let's fuck around. We're here to play. Let's play. So. Alright, let me let's find some kind of heroic pose here. Trying to get let's get a good line of action down. If I had that power, I would make people splat into fake tunnels I painted on the wall while I walk right through them with no problem. Joy, no! Joy, that's so evil. That's something Aubergine would do. I'm thinking Aubergine's been a bad influence on you. What if he had thumbs? Yeah, no way. Epic Mickey box art pose if you wish. I was considering taking something directly from Epic Mickey, but I don't want it to be too reminiscent of Epic Mickey. I don't want to just yoink Epic Mickey entirely. We're just using this as like the basis of inspiration here. I think mainly just because I don't want this to be like the most basic ass like fantasy idea, because all of the stuff I wrote down, aside from like the whole gotcha element, with like the plastic containers, all that's pretty bog standard. Here, hold on. I gotta hold my hand in the air and look at how this fucking works. Oh, okay. Hold on. I gotta hold my hand in place here. Let me see if I can figure out how this is supposed to look. There we go. That looks like shit, but I'm just gonna let it sit there like that. Okay. Different sizes and shapes of paintbrushes equals different potential party member classes, just a hunch. I don't know if I want everyone else to have paintbrushes. I could kind of work within that theme. But I think the paintbrush is a pro tag only kind of idea. So hold on, the gears are turning. The gears are turning in my head about just like the story in general. I'm thinking. Hold on. Trying to see how much this works. What if the whole thing is kind of like a metaphor for creative block? Like, what if the friend who's trapped in the castle labyrinth to begin with is not actually like a person? What if it's like their motivation, like their muse, like their sense of creative passion? And, you know, them sort of like painting and creating, and as well as like minimalizing their way through this labyrinth is sort of a way of like reclaiming their passion for craft and for creativity through just like active practice and like resistance against like the idea of like, well, it's stuck behind this brick wall forever. I can't get past it. No, take a brush to that shit. I don't know. Felt like doing like a paint trail. Hold on. Okay. I gotta do a face. It's what I do this for, is the faces. Okay, I don't know if that's actually it, but I just thought I'd draw something there. If this were a game, could it be a customizable main character? I don't think it's a game. Like, you know, like we're having fun here, but also like I'm doing this because I want to make a story or like a comic or something. And I do not think I could make a game right now. That's like a whole ordeal. It's a good idea though, on its face. Okay. Just gonna play around with shapes here. Penny's back on her bullshit, making a story with a female main character. I wasn't sure, but it just feels right. What the hell is going on? Woo! My hand is not working. Fuck. Nope. It might be better than nothing. I can cheat it. Hold on. Just to get this over with. Fuck. Here. Sleepwalker1453, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. My brush is too big, I'm realizing. Okay. That's fine. This is not supposed to be super polished. Like, I'm not gonna fully render this. Again, we're playing. We're having some ideas. Okay. Let's see. Hey, here's a silly idea. Key brush. What if? Like, do I have the gall to do something like that? I mean, it would kind of fit metaphorically. It's the keystroke. That's actually really good. I actually do have an idea. Hold on. How is this? How this work? What if it had like a hilt? That's silly. think I can get into the weeds of all that later. For now, let's just do like just a brush. Prototype arm paintbrush. Wait a second. You're onto something. Kind of genius. Okay, I'm like, what do I want to do outfit-wise? Like, do I want to go like the apron and the fucking... No, I don't think I want to do something like that. Let me, oh, you know what? Maybe I can use... Wait a second. I have a character design that I drew and posted a while back. And I haven't used it for anything. What if this was it? Hold on. Let's hold on. Oh, the song is called I Was Born by the Family Crest. Wait. Here we go. Here we go. Wait. I just remembered. How this angle works with this character design. Yeah! Oh my god. Hell yeah. I love this design. It's so wacky. It has the puffy sleeves thing that I love, even. Wait, hold on. God, the hand just fell apart. There we go. There, that's a little better. Actually, it came together fine. Mostly. The hair is so silly, I love it. I know, that, like, listen. With some you gotta know about me, and just, I love designing characters with silly hair. Legit, like, it's my fucking favorite thing in the world is drawn hair. That just makes no sense. It's so fun. Okay. I'm kind of feeling this. I'll say it again and again. Fuck shoes. any kind of shoe or boot or anything that I have to draw facing forward, die. And that's a promise. Maybe we should have a shoe practice day together because I love drawing shoes. I will share my tech, please. I beg you. Yeah, I know you love drawing shoes. You mentioned it before. And I'm like, how? little holster also for the brush. Which in previous version of this design, before I started using it for this concept, was actually for a flute. Although, I will say, this character does come from a similar story idea I had for that it kind of had like similar themes to what I talked about before about like sort of creative liberation and regaining motivation for creativity. It was a very different context though, and I still think I like it, and I don't know, maybe I could find ways to sort of like merge the two together even further than just using the design, because I really like the other idea I had. It was a lot more like emotionally like poignant, I think, in terms of like the visual metaphors going on. Whereas this is a little bit more silly. This is a little bit more fun. Okay. I mean, I kind of cheated. Like, I feel like I didn't do anything new here. This is a character that I've drawn before. Like, I know who she is. But, that being said, I do think it would work for this story. Does she have a name? No, she does not. Not yet, at least. Alright, yeah, let's run with this. So we have a pro tag. Before I start working on like color or anything, I want to get some ideas for the other characters down. Let's keep going. Okay, so up next, have Angel and Fighter, the two characters that ended up being somewhat like romantically involved in my head, in the dream. So let me think. Okay. We can just do like what if the protag drew them? I think I had a similar idea, harkening back to the likes of like Drawn to Life. I don't think I would go with that though. Just because I feel like if I do choose to go this direction with like the whole like, oh, you know, she's sort of reclaiming her creative drive, I think it would kind of go against the development and the progression of the story if she had enough creative drive to bring life to an entire cast of characters by painting them at the beginning of the story, you know? Like, I don't think that really works. Sucks. Hello, Raiders. Hi. Welcome, welcome. I struggle trying to figure out how long like a bended limb should be in comparison to a limb that's like straight. Do I want to deal with wings that are that big? There's the question. Or do I cheat and do something fun like this? For my own sanity, let's go this route for now. Here's a question. What do you even do? You need to figure out what it is that you do. Maybe they have the flute. No, I'm not gonna worry about like weapon type or whatever right now. It's less important for this one because like they already have a gimmick. They fly now. That arm is way too long. There you go. Let me, hold on. I gotta think of like outfit ideas. Imagining this angel with a single eye. I had like a fun idea. I was like, what if I try to like simplify and adapt like a biblically accurate angel, but I don't know how fun that would be. Man, my brain is not working today. Like, oh gosh. I should have done emotes. Ah! Sorry, I drew a hand that looked so bad it scared me. Idea. What if? What if they were made of like weird, kind of like wispy energy? Okay, I kind of like this. Hold on, let me play around with the face structure first, and then I can finalize it and turn it into like kind of wispy nonsense here. Would giving ideas count as backseating? No, like, I mean, it wouldn't count as backseating, like, in a rules sense, but also, I admittedly am trying my best to, like, ignore chat ideas, not because I don't think they're good ideas, but because, like, this is, like, something I want to make, and I don't want to be in the position where I end up, like, writing this as a story or whatever, and then I get to the other side of it, and I'm like, the good ideas came from chat, you know? Like, because then, you know, that's like a crediting issue, that's a personal, like, validation issue, that's like a, you know, like I said, this is honestly, this is practice, this is like conceptualization practice for me, and it's also, like, trying to come up with smaller ideas that I can turn into things that I write myself. Like there have been some genuinely great ideas in chat that I've read and have been like, yeah, that would be cool. But then also, then I like have an aversion to using that idea because it's like, well, you know, that's someone that that's something that a fan gave me, and that's not the way that I want to, like, write stories, you know? What if no knows? Oh wow, it's the Empire State Building. That is not the Empire State Building. That is a work in progress conceptualization of an angel character. Let me explain this in a way you understand. Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh, I forgot that part. Damn. Fake fan. Oh yeah, I kind of like that. That's not bad. I really kind of saved this at the last hour there. It's about to draw a fucking bog standard stupid normal angel. And then I was like, what if she was made of smoke? What if these bangles are like kind of the things that are giving them their form, helping them kind of like rein in their, like Shadow's, like Shadow the Hedgehog's like power inhibitors, you know? Except it's more like chaos inhibitors. Whoa! There's something. I'm about to look like a Precious Moments angel, I know. Okay. That's something. We can work with that. Up next. Do I want to do the sort of fighter character or the paladin-esque character who comes from the skies? Just had an idea. Hold on. We're doing the paladin. Except I don't actually know if this is going to be a paladin by the end of it. After I'm done with it, well, let's just say they won't be called paladins anymore. What the fuck does that mean? Me deleting the job quest for Gladiator from Final Fantasy XIV. True. What if instead giant hammer? You're just stupid idea. What if I was like, what if since their position in the story is like, oh, I kinda was watching you from afar. And I've decided you're worth my assistance. What if I... Oh man, what if I just have them like look like a judge of some kind? Like they're wearing like just these long like black robes and they have a big like this could be like a gavel or something. It's stupid, but it's a place to start. Weaponized gavel, true. This says something. Yeah, it says I'm desperate for ideas. I do kind of like that. Do you want to keep the art theme going for this character though? I don't know. I'm just fucking around. I never said this is gonna be final. In fact, you know, whatever final product this ends up being could look literally nothing like this, to the point where you wouldn't know this was the same idea, unless I told you. I'm giving myself the allowance to play here. Even if this doesn't work by the end of it. You can't be afraid, though. Derek Marks, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Musiba Live. I appreciate it. Wow. Hey, you know, that's not the worst thing I've drawn. It invokes a vibe that I'm kind of into. Do a cleaner version. This fucking song. That sleeve, like, does not look good. But I don't know if I have the energy to fix it. What's this character's age or vibe? I don't know. Getting a somewhat young vibe from them. That's probably just my art style. And also the pout, probably. I don't know. Okay. I just know that robe is so comfy. It does give, like, bathrobe vibes. Okay. There's one more character on this, like, party list. That's, like, the fighter character aforementioned. I do actually think I'm gonna stop here, though. Monk time, yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it for this one. I'm tired. I've been streaming for the past 3 days in a row, and last night's in particular was very turbulent and draining. And this is the only thing I've done today. I woke up and I went right to doing this. So, I'm gonna stop here. But I feel good about this, honestly. I had fun. This is nice. I think at the very least sort of stretched my muscles a little bit. So tune in next time. Hey, this Tuesday I am either going to be playing Last of Us Part 2 and finally pick that one back up again after RE4 kind of took over for a little bit. Or alternatively, I am going to stream more RE4, specifically trying to get S+ in professional mode. We'll see. It'll probably be Last of Us 2 because I'm realizing now I'm like, damn, I gotta get through that one. I don't want to wait too long to the point where people are like forgetting the story partway through the series. So yeah, that'll happen on Tuesday. And then on Wednesday, we're gonna go back to Dragon Quest, and hopefully we're gonna beat the shit out of Dolmagus, because I've much leveled up my characters in the meantime. And on top of that, hopefully get even further to finally unlocking the casino. Although I do actually think it's gonna be a couple streams, even still, until we get the casino. Apparently there's like a weird amount of things you have to do to unlock it. So we'll see. But for now, thank you for joining. I am going to clean my office because it's starting to like give me a minor panic attack with how much shit I have on my desk and in my on the floor. So I'll see you soon. I'll see you on Tuesday. Have a wonderful week. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And just take care. All right? All right. Disperse as you will. We're not going to raid or anything. Have a good one. Bye.